Thank you very much, Mr. Mueller, also for the use of time, and really appreciate it. I was struck by data that you gave that now that the bug factory is what it is, actually employs or provides a platform for people working in a number which is more than at the time in which it was at the bug factory, which is a great figure to testify how this transformation sometimes can be extremely beneficial for the local economy as well. Now, let me just introduce very briefly the second speakers for this afternoon, because actually it's a couple of representatives from this another amazing place in Barcelona, Hospital de la Santa Po, I hope to pronounce it right. So without further ado, I will leave the floor to Tardà and Beltran, who will introduce us to this project. Please.
Okay. Buongiorno, good afternoon. Before making the presentation, I would like to thank the organization for inviting us to this meeting in this wonderful city in Modena, to share with you our experience, our problems, our success, and our challenges. It's a pleasure to be here. I would like to begin with a video before the presentation, because it's going to give you an idea of what our institution is, the process of restoration, and the project of, well, the uses you can find nowadays in our complex, Sant Pau complex. Let's go with the video. Seven minutes video, short video.
Sant Pau, the largest Art Nouveau site in the world. A pioneering institution in healthcare and scientific research with over 6 centuries of history. Declared UNESCO World Heritage in 1997. Home to leading international institutions. Tradition and modernity, all in one place. In Barcelona, there is a space that is a point of reference in world architecture, where history, innovation and knowledge exist side by side. Sant Pau brings together a university teaching hospital, a research institute, and a unique architectural complex that houses a center for knowledge. A space occupying some 30,000 square meters, with 12 buildings of great architectural value, interconnected by a kilometer of underground tunnels. The Sant Pau Art Nouveau site is a city within a city, where foremost international institutions in the fields of healthcare, sustainability, and education have set up their offices. As well as developing their own programs, these organizations promote joint projects with a shared purpose: to improve society's living conditions. The Art Nouveau site is made up of functional, energy-efficient, sustainable spaces, all equipped with the very latest technical and communication innovations. Sant Pau offers a complex of multi-purpose meeting and conference rooms on a heritage site at the heart of the city. But how did it all come about? History takes us back to the year 1401. That was the year the Hospital de la Santa Creu was created to ensure the health and welfare of the poor and needy of Barcelona. In the late 19th century, increases in population and advances in healthcare made it necessary to construct a new hospital. Catalan banker Pau Gil left a legacy for the construction of the new centre. The architect in charge, Luis Domenici Montaner, designed an innovative hospital of exceptional beauty that was pioneering in Europe. Work on the new Hospital de la Santa Creu y Sant Pau started in 1902 and lasted almost 28 years. 6 centuries later, the hospital was moved to its new headquarters just northeast of the Art Nouveau site. And a complete meticulous rehabilitation project was begun to restore the historic buildings to their original splendor. Restoration was based on 2 fundamental criteria: respect for the architect's original project and implementation throughout of the most advanced criteria of sustainability and energy efficiency. The gardens, designed by Domenici Montaner as a therapeutic place, form an integral part of the complex, helping to create a landscaped space with security measures approved by the United Nations. True to its social commitment of over 6 centuries of history, Sant Pau has become a space for scientific and cultural dissemination, fully integrated into the city of Barcelona. Knowledge, innovation, culture and education go hand in hand in this extraordinary space. Sant Pau is Art Nouveau and modernity. It is past, present and future, a unique place that is searching for answers.
Okay, so you have a general idea of our institution, about our project, the Sant Pau Art Nouveau site. It was a hospital nowadays. Another project. The hospital activity moved in 2009, as they told you, to a new building, and the new project began. The restoration began. After 5 years, you will see what we got. The location. We speak about a very centrical location in Barcelona, close, in fact, to La Sagrada Familia. You see here, it's a huge area in Barcelona. You can see the white hospital, it's the new hospital, but the site is really big. The part we restored is only a part of these old buildings you see. The restoration is taking place, let's say it's taking place only in the, let's say, the part declared World Heritage by UNESCO. Very in general, as I said, declared World Heritage in UNESCO in 1997. It's a city, we like to say it's a city within the city. We are talking about 9 Barcelona city blocks, huge space in the center of Barcelona. And well, as you see, there are 19 buildings, but the World Heritage area has 12 buildings. And well, we are talking about restoring these buildings. The designer, in this case, is not Gaudí. Gaudí, Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. Everybody, when we think about the beginning of the 20th century, we think about Gaudí. Domenici Montaner was also a very important architect at this period, at the beginning of the century. And Sant Pau, the Sant Pau Art Nouveau site is an example. Built, as you see, between 1905 and 1930. The property, to understand a bit how we manage the restoration, is, well, the foundation privada of the hospital, Hospital de la Santa Creu y Sant Pau. Well, the working plan, let's summarize a bit how we did it during these 5, 6, 7 years, and We'll see how it's going to work in the near future, because, as we said before, it's not easy with a crisis. Well, it's very difficult to get money to restore a site like the Sant site. So, well, let's say that the private foundation promotes and manages the project. And, well, to restore the pavilions, the 12 pavilions I told you, it's necessary to get the money first. So, well, what we do is to think about the project, and then we look for the money. And we are doing it step by step. You will see that, well, for the initial phase, we are going to need about 100 million euros. And, well, we did it, as you will see, step by step, because we don't have this money. What are we trying to do in this site, with this new project? We are trying to promote a unique social and cultural project. Well, 3 areas of work. Identification of national and international organizations interested in establishing offices or programs in Barcelona. You will see that we refer to United Nations programs and others, but, well, this is a clear idea of what we are doing with international organisms. We are trying to attract institutions and projects in the fields of health, research, and sustainability, and, well, other fields, as you see here. But, you know, the most important fields are health, education, and sustainability. With the hospital, we used to speak about the health of the persons. Here, we speak about health of society, of our society. Also, and very important, and you will see how it's very important, is the creation of a new hub for cultural and touristic activities in Barcelona, because we need this money, and we also we want to share this heritage with the persons who visit Barcelona. You see here the part which was declared World Heritage. We are working in these 12 buildings. The budget, as I told you, is 100 million euros. Of this budget, the money spent in this initial phase, the total amount is 75. And this money, you asked this before, well, in general, comes from about almost 25 million from the Catalan and Spanish government and other local institutions. Very important. Almost 7 million from European funds, the regional development funds, 10 from the private foundation, and 20 from loans money. We have to, it has to go back to banks. We have to return to the banks. Okay, let's go quick, because if not, I'll give you too much information. What's important here is, well, the complexity of the different funding sources, because they generate fragmentation in the works. This means that, well, we're talking about 12 pavilions. Only in one case we got money to restore 1 pavilion. As I said, it's been very difficult. In the rest of buildings, well, we had to, you know, we needed the fragmentation of the buildings, and, well, for example, one building, in one building you could find 3-4 different projects and architect teams, because the money came from different sources. This means it has not been very, very easy, but it's possible. To give you an idea, in this initial phase, about 30 architects teams have been working in Sant. and about 300 different companies rebuilding the different pavilions. Problems, or challenges, the multiple interlocutors, procedures, budgets, and grant justifications. You can see the information, the summary of this information here. Okay. The criteria, this is very important. Well, we want always to ensure the quality throughout the entire restoration process. Also, we want to turn the Art Nouveau site into a reference for sustainability. And of course, nowadays, this is very logical, and it's very important to incorporate new technologies into the new buildings, the restored buildings. Here you have different examples of the, well, before the restoration, the rebuilding, and after the restoration. You can see these two examples with air conditioning machines about 5-6 years ago, and nowadays and today. Also, an inside pavilion, an example of, this is for example, the pavilion where the European Forestal Institute works, before the restoration and now. Well, main purposes. I have here some more information. But well, it gives you an idea, because if not, I will explain you too much information. The fields I told you, the 3 fields I told you, sustainability, health, and education. And with these 3 different fields, we are creating a knowledge center for international, national, and local organizations, current with the history and philosophy of São Paulo. The transformation of the site makes it possible to establish a new pole for tourism in Barcelona. Tourism in Barcelona is very important. It's a fact which is, well, for us, for our city, it's very important. But it's also a problem because areas like Sagrada Familia and Rambla, well, the citizens are a bit angry because too many tourists are there. So we have to be very careful with the future of our site. What we are trying to do is to avoid a massive program of tourism. So let's do it step by step, and we have to get, you know, the balance between the normal activity of these international organizations, the activities, you will see some images later, the tourism, and, well, the neighborhood. The respect to the neighborhood is very important, because we know that they don't want to have millions of tourists over there. But at the same time, tourists help the area. So this balance for us is the most important. It's not easy, but Marcel, we think we are getting it. Okay, well, you have here also. Another way to get money is, you know, the main building is now, you know, a big space where meetings like this one take place. We have about 10 rooms. 3 big rooms, and the rest are small rooms to celebrate, you know, meetings like this one, events, and so on. For example, in the gardens, last year, the Barcelona Fashion Week took place there. This means, you know, we are on the papers. The city speak about our project, and at the same time we get money to go ahead with the rebuilding process. A big summary of organizations. The organizations we have now in São Paulo, 7 organizations. You can see here the 3 fields plus the cultural program. We'll see now the different organizations. Here, for example, education. We have three. The United Nations University Institute on Globalization, Culture and Mobility. I don't know if you, in the world, there are 10 different institutes. And well, as you see here, 6 specialized in programs and 4 academic support offices. Another one is the Global University Network and also Casa Asia. Casa Asia is a local organization. They work, to promote the knowledge and the dialogue on the Asia area. This is the 3 organizations that we have working on this education field. The other one, sustainability, as I said, the European Forestal Institute. You have the picture here of this team working in its pavilion. The Global Water Operators Partners Alliance and a program of UN Habitat. Health fields, we have the World Health Organization office in Barcelona. Well, I spoke a bit about the program of tourism. It's a very important program for us. For example, we open this week. Well, we celebrate the first year. And in 12 months, we began, so it's not a consolidated project, but we got about 325,000 people, visitors, visiting our site. In fact, well, let me tell you that we have a fence in this World Heritage area to make this program real, because if not, it would be an open area. This has been a bit, difficult because the neighbors were used to walk in this area and took profit of this area. So it was not easy, but nowadays we think that the city understands that this is a World Heritage monument, and it's logical that, well, you have to pay to enjoy it. At the same time, let me tell you that, for example, every Sunday, the first Sunday of every month, it's free for everybody. I mean, if you cannot pay, you can go there and enjoy the site. Of course, as I told you, we work the quality segment of tourism. We don't want millions of tourists in our site. The Sagrada Family is very close. The Parc Güell is very close. They are very important touristic areas in Barcelona. So we think that Sant Pau is going to help the touristic offer of Barcelona, because nowadays this offer it's well concentrated in La Rambla, and this is, as I told you, a problem. So it's going to help to give more options to the visitors who come to Barcelona. Also the Palau de la Música. Palau de la Música, if you know Barcelona, Palau de la Música is also a building designed by Domènech i Muntaner. Here, well, more information about the tourist project. The issues we are going to treat, I'm saying we are going because in 1 year we are going to open a new cultural center inside the site. And in this center, we are going to give all this information. Information about the Art Nouveau period, about Domènech i Muntaner, the architect, the designer, but also about the institution and these 6 centuries of history of our institution. It's a way to explain also the history of the city and the history of the medicine in our country. We offer self-guided visits, and also, of course, you can find there shop, cafeteria, restaurant. This means also different incomes, which are also very important for us. And, well, the meeting rooms program, as I told you, well, here you have examples of pictures of this offer of rooms we have. Examples of these meetings. And the cultural activities program. You have here 4 images which give you an idea of the activities we offer in our site. I'm finishing. Let me tell you that we also have a very important archive. Part of the history of Barcelona is there. This is a summary of the part restored of the World Heritage site of São Paulo. You see the main entrance, the big building, where you can read archive meeting rooms, is the main entrance. 2 different entrances, one for people who work here, and another entrance for people who wants to visit the site. And well, this is all. Later, if you want to ask something, but well, this is a general idea of our institution and our project. Thank you.